Nintendo has loved exploring open world games over the last few years with games like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Bowser's Fury, and now Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World manages to be one of the most unique open worlds Nintendo has created so far. Each area here is incredibly diverse. It seems as if this world has everything, which begs the question, could you live in Mario Kart World? In this video, I'm gonna go through every track in the order they appear in Grand Prix and discuss their role in this civilization. At the end of the video, I'll determine if this world has enough essentials to be livable, and if not, what it would need to be livable. Without further ado, let's go. Starting with the first track of the game, Mario Bros. Circuit. This location is somewhat in the middle of nowhere. You can't see any other track from here, let alone any signs of civilization. However, Mario Bros. Circuit does serve a purpose despite being this far away from anything. You'll notice there's several buildings along the starting line. Many of these buildings are either for restaurants or mechanics. Mario Bros. Circuit's purpose is to serve as a place you can go to if your car breaks down or you're feeling a little peckish on a drive through the Mushroom Kingdom desert. It is fairly realistic to assume that many of this world's inhabitants would want to tour some of the beautiful sights to see in this area. Going from an area where no one will find you for days, to a big city full of people everywhere, I think it's fairly obvious to assume what Crown City's role is in this world. Big cities are typically where large companies reside, with lots of people coming in from other areas to work. Crown City resembles a big business city similar to New York and LA, meaning this is where a lot of business events and tourism take place. I'd also guess this is where a large portion of the Mushroom Kingdom residents live, especially considering this is one of the few locations we see any sort of building that can pass for a house, or even just a realistic place to live. Speaking of big cities, one of the things you think of is methods of transportation, specifically trains. There are train tracks everywhere in this world, but it's a little unclear where the world's main train station is. Well, Whistle's Top Summit to me appears to be where this train station is. There's tons of trains coming in and out of this area, and many of these buildings appear to be some sort of train station as they have benches and everything for people to wait for their train to arrive. There are a handful of other areas around this map that resemble train stations, but this seems like the biggest one by far. And not far from this train station is the incredible DK Spaceport. Science is hugely important in our world. We've learned so much not only about this world we live in, but what's beyond our planet. DK Spaceport appears to be a research facility focused on outer space, that also dabbles a little in robotics. Having a facility like this will help the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom learn to understand the world around them and keep them safe in doing so. Moving past this game's first cup, Desert Hills may seem like a waste of space in this kingdom, but it appears to be sort of a hidden gem for those exploring the vast desert land found within the Mushroom Kingdom. There isn't much, but there's a calming waterfall and oasis to be enjoyed here by anyone who finds it. Just north of this oasis, you'll find a desert civilization. Shy Guy Bazaar is another area found in this world where people can live comfortably. This small town is full of shops, food, and people, making it more than livable as long as you can bear the heat. It'd also be perfect for finding a place to spend the night on a desert road trip. Now you may be thinking, what is there to do for excitement in this desert? Well, not far from this town is Wario Stadium, a place for daredevils to race around to their heart's content, performing tricks off massive ramps, and the best part, you have a front row seat. While this kind of entertainment may not be for everyone, some love the chaos. However, while the Mushroom Kingdom desert may appear to be a civilized town, calming oasis, and, well, monster trucks, the residents live in constant fear. Right on the border of the desert and Bowser's Kingdom is Airship Fortress, a small base for Bowser and his minions to plan airship strikes on the neighboring Mushroom Kingdom. This little zone of terror acts as a military base for the enemy that is Lord Bowser, and at any moment he could lift this airship up into the air and wreak havoc among the Mushroom Kingdom. When the Mushroom Kingdom residents need to take their minds off the inevitable attack from King Bowser, what do? They go skiing. DK Pass is one of the many popular activity spots awaiting you in the Mushroom Kingdom. Residents can learn to ski on this unique course. Moving on to Starview Peak, a wonderful observatory awaits you in this stunning building. While DK Spaceport has space exploration figured out, Starview Peak is all about letting people gaze at the stars with this incredible view. This is an amazing place open to the general public where you can learn all about space. But who cares about space when you have ice cream? Sky High Sundae is likely where a lot of the desserts are created in this world. It's safe to assume that Yoshi's Food Company may buy a lot of these treats made here and export them to their many fast food locations around the world. But what's better than space and ice cream? Shipwrecks. Okay, Wario Shipyard may not be the most exciting part of this world, but it's here to see, I guess. Legend has it that many moons ago, Wario sailed across the 7 seas, or just the one that Mario Kart World has, and crashed the ship here while he was busy eating garlic. So, bring the family and take a picture of the wreckage. Okay, something more appealing. A beach day. When you've got nothing better to do besides feel worthless on a Saturday afternoon, why not head on down to Koopa Troopa Beach? The atmosphere is lively as ever, with DJ Koopa Troopa keeping the beats going all day long. The only problem is that Koopa Troopa Beach is only accessible by ferry, but it's worth it for this gorgeous seaside paradise. Or if you're looking for a more unconventional weekend activity, drive on down to Faraway Oasis and experience the safari of a lifetime. You can see all kinds of wildlife, from zebras to giraffes to ostriches. Never a dull moment in this neck of the woods. And right nearby is the capital of the Mushroom Kingdom, Peach's Castle. Well, the game technically refers to it as Peach Stadium. Every nation needs a stable government to keep things running smoothly, and the generous, eloquent Princess Peach is the exact person for the job. Her royal staff is dedicated to making life in the Mushroom Kingdom perfect for all residents, and protecting them from the neighboring Bowser Kingdom. You would think someone as inspiring as Peach would have a place named after her. Oh wait, she does! When you need to get away from your job in downtown Crown City, head on down to Peach Beach for a nice vacation. There's a lovely hotel for you to stay in and a beach that's calm as ever to melt your stress away. Just watch out for the cataclysms. You may die. Or if you're looking to explore somewhere new on your vacation and immerse yourself in another culture, Salty Speedway is the destination for you. With beautiful restaurants and tons of sightseeing, you'll never want to go back to your normal, mediocre, soul-crushing, demoralizing life back at home. Unless, of course, you're a mad scientist trying to bring dinosaurs back to life. In addition to DK Spaceport, the Mushroom Kingdom has another research facility. Rather than being focused on space travel and robotics, this facility is focused on bringing dinosaurs back Jurassic Park style. Although they aren't quite contained yet, so you might want to hold off on bringing the family by. Instead, maybe you want to check out the Great Question Block Ruins, a mysterious floating ruins filled with riches and gold. Wait, how haven't people robbed this place yet? Maybe because it's only accessible by giant geyser. Yeah, maybe you don't want to go here. You might have a better time at Cheep Cheep Falls enjoying the view of the breathtaking waterfall. But when you're done being a lazy bum, you can head on down to the vast caves of Dandelion Depths and mine for all kinds of riches like diamonds or gold. And once you're tired of that, Boo Cinema has got the outing for you. As off-putting as the overall location and atmosphere can be, the entertainment value of each movie you'll watch in Boo Cinema is unforgettable. Some of your best memories will be in this movie theater watching the latest blockbusters. As sketchy as this area is, at least you're not touring around Dry Bones Burnout. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this location's purpose is. Maybe it's just a hangout spot for Bowser's minions. I mean, it's not far from the castle, so that could be it. Anyway, back to the upbeat Mushroom Kingdom. If you're ever curious where your local vegetation is grown, and where you get your milk, Moo Moo Meadows is the answer. The only odd thing about this farm is it only seems to have cows. So I hope you like milk and burgers. What the fuck? Well, if you're looking for a chocolatey treat to balance out the protein of a juicy steak, look no further than Choco Mountain. A mountain made entirely of chocolate. But before you eat any, you have to sign a waiver saying we are not responsible for any issues caused by eating mud. Anyway, I'm sure you're also wondering where the products for this world come from. Toad's factory does it all. From cars to trains, everything is made right here. Sadly, it is scarily close to the evil king himself, Bowser's castle. Here is where the capital of the Bowser Kingdom lies. All of Bowser's plans take place inside these castle walls. But not far is Acorn Heights, a lush forest full of plants and enormous acorns that could freaking kill you. It's a great place for a picnic. Or if you're looking to do a little go-karting with the family, Mario Circuit is the perfect place for you. This course is lots of fun and very safe. Well, now that I've gone through every track and the purpose it serves to this world, it's time to determine if this world is livable. You may notice I skipped over Rainbow Road, but that's because this track is in outer space, so it isn't really a part of the actual world. I think the best way to determine if this world is livable is to talk about the pros and cons of living here. Let's start with the pros. There's lots of stops on road trips where you can get food, like Mario Bros. Circuit or the Yoshi restaurants we see throughout the map. There's plenty of job opportunities. If you're looking for something white collar, you could go to Crown City and get a job in business, or if you're looking for something blue collar, you could go to Dandelion Depths to mine for riches, or Toad's Factory to do some manufacturing. The world is constantly gaining more knowledge from research facilities like DK Spaceport and Dino Jungle. There's lots of touristy areas like Desert Hills, Wario Shipyard, Koopa Troopa Beach, Faraway Oasis, Peach Beach, Salty Speedway, Cheap Falls, and even Acorn Heights to explore. Or if you're looking for something a bit more interactive, you could go to Wario Stadium to watch the Daredevils trick off all the ramps, Starview Peak to look at the stars, DK Pass to try out some skiing, Boo Cinema to watch a movie, or Mario Circuit to race around a go-karting track. There's lots of different places where food is made, like Sky High Sundae for desserts, Moo Moo Meadows for milk and steak, and Choco Mountain, again assuming that this is all chocolate and not mud. And to top it all off, the world is run by a stable government residing in Peach Stadium. Now for the cons. The first of which, Bowser's pure existence. With Airship Fortress, Drybones Burnout, and Bowser's Castle, Bowser has taken up a lot of land in this world that all borders onto the Mushroom Kingdom, and he could launch an attack at any second. The population here is incredibly dense, with Crown City, Shy Guy Bazaar, and Salty Speedway being the only places that really resemble a place to live. There's no emergency services. Police, firefighters, and doctors all seem to be invisible in this world. I mean, sure, there are technically police, but we constantly break the laws of the road right in front of them and they do nothing. And there's no real police station, fire station, hospital. If anything goes wrong in this world, you're kinda screwed. There's no schools found anywhere across the map, which means that no one has proper education. This does make the scientists bringing back dinosaurs very problematic now that I think about it. And lastly, there's no security. There's not a military base found anywhere among the Mushroom Kingdom, which is very scary considering Bowser has one at Airship Fortress, and he can launch an attack anytime he wants. All it takes is for him to wake up on the wrong side of the bed and the Mushroom Kingdom is screwed. So while Mario Kart World has a surprising abundance of good qualities, it's obviously missing a few essentials every community would need. Technically, you could probably function normally in this society, but there are several issues you need to be aware of. If any of you think of anything else missing from this world, please let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this silly video. As I'm sure you all know, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's just a fun thought experiment. With all that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing as it means a lot to me. Okay, bye.